time it just gets shot, and it feels like they don't make too much with it.
Thank you guys very much. Yes, last map of the series, of the day, of the week. Here we are on Sunset. As mentioned, I mean, this is going to be
okay. DFM on defense, T1 on attack,
Sunset. Played it at the right one invitational
and
during the offseason,
the
but
double frenzy.
And JoJo still on the
Double
squad.
frenzy comes into play.
Part of the starting five there as well. So very big changes. Meanwhile, T1 taking the Team Heretics comp. We'll see if
let's find out, Billy.
As well. Now Saya.
Let's see if they can make it work.
The last time he did play the Neon was actually with T1, but not in
Holy
Pacific.
hell.
It was at the
This guy got hit by the trip, but he's like here before it pulls him back. He's here so early.
Makes sense, but there's a first blood. It's actually going to be taken down. Anthem able to find that opening kill. And Shell's lobbed in, swing back.
It was a great move from DFM though.
May and Cess, however, are going to be coming up with
guys, you don't need to push through the smoke. You don't need to push through the smoke. I complimented you and you did that.
Things open. That leaves now Medusa on his lonesome. Saya down low. 21 HP remaining here on this Neon as he plays up front.
Big 1v1.
Take it down. Now there's an armor advantage here. As that is the last bit of util sent by Rossi. Does have a 0 point back off cooldown. Medusa already knows
man, this is mad. They trade places. Yeah, I feel like he is not going to expect this one. But the thing is, there's a smoke and he could have gone around the walls. Yeah, he was ready for round the site, not all the way around.
Quite just yet though.
And picks up the frenzy. Nicely done from Rossi. Another 1v1 goes the way of T1. And DFM did really good in terms of the reaction to take B main when they realized that they had gone to market and gone through middle. But then they just forced through the smoke and pretty much into a crossfire.
See if that trend continues here.
This.
Just a great 2v4 by Rossi and Saya.
Yeah, and it needed to be together more.
Coming in from Saya as well as he reloads.
Great round from Rossi.
Alive.
Solid start here for T1.
T1 decide to go fast, it looks like. They've already been going fast, but yeah, lovely flash. Recon as well behind this. I don't know about the two in sight yet.
Now T1, I mean, they have time. They don't need to force.
Everybody locked in behind the box here on site. Spray down coming through.
Yeah, the nade was incredible. And what is this? 2 gun rebuys and an armor rebuy? Not the worst. Plant. Ooh. Doesn't go in.
Move up 2-0.
Yeah, all the important weapons carried along, and having faith in that as well, I think, especially when it's the likes of, you know, Spectres and Phantoms, you can go for those sprays even in close quarters. So it works out. I don't mind DFM going for the
great bonus. Wait, do they bind
this? For a chance to play around things like elbow, like the generator. They find 2 kills.
Rossi out for blood. Nearly has that ult online already. All command. Really try to slow them up. Just one more charge left to go. Side player going on the rush.
Okay, this is a big buy round, by the way. T1 take a little bit of a risk. They buy into this one, trying to snowball pretty early.
Gone down to 85. There is the raise.
We're seeing a lot of the same stuff from Heretics.
Shell's still at the ready though. There's the fast lane, a relay bolt in the back side.
Yeah, the paranoia to make sure that there's no coverage coming in from market either.
All on here, crossfire. No checking at the corner. Trade though. Trade is good.
Course correct back to the left.
Keep an eye on the luck at middle.
1-for-1 so far as Isu
spotting.
Keep
an eye on the luck at, okay, they're on top of the luck at middle. Rossi, another 2v4.
In this one, but now man advantage is there. No, May pulls off the angle, but Carpe hadn't seen him, so he's still able to collect the kill. Rossi now in a 1v3. More damage through. 10 bullets here.
Okay, handled this well. Good amount of damage from T1 though. Should be a little bit happy. In terms of DFM, should also be happy because they got the KO out of them, so a bit of a win-win.
Not a bad round from DFM, and we're, you know, you see the strengths of Neon on a map like Sunset. Obviously, the relay boats, there's tons of angles you can utilize, but also getting ahead of some of the initial util. Now, this will be very beneficial, especially when they want to hit A side as well, kind of get past that one way or things like that that DFM might have to hold on to A main. We'll see how T1 continues to juggle things. For now, it looks like all eyes still set
and
on the
T1. Oh yeah, of course they bought into it, didn't they? 2 people bought into it. How did I just instantly forget that? Okay, so it was a massive round from DFM. We now have to have a low buy. 2 hero guns. Backup stinger.
He's nothing in market. That means that they can safely push up using that smoke in mid.
He's starting to rotate around, but no, just cut back over. That shot He's going to start inching his way in that direction.
Picking the right site on this.
Fast lane now comes up on the
I think
site.
Viper's
Smoke
just going to leave site now, yeah. Make the right plays in terms of Viper leaving site, but T1 should be happy. Worst guns, they get over towards the site, that's where the Stinger can shine. They could, if they want to, go over towards B main with the rifles, but they want to go close. KO Flash just misses the mark.
Not finding him, but still Saya able to cut him down.
And that's a gun picked up, though. Upgrade.
Short range. Good enough for that kill.
Choke point.
Yep, Wingman leading the charge as a jump in though.
Sideshow, what's up?
I
mean, they might, man.
Work a treat. They find 2 kills.
You need to get some insurance on that house.
Trit holds the reveal coming through off the neural theft.
Because
We'll wrap around from backside.
honestly, they look pretty good.
Just moves up into the smoke to take out Izu. The fuse can come in. DFM will tie us up at 2-2.
Something I've noticed throughout this entire best of 3 from DFM is not only we talked about how they're kind of covering for each other's angles and their backs, but also the pacing of their trades, right? They used to have some members kind of overheat, or not really overheating, but just not on the same page in terms of tempo. But this time, knowing when they want to buy time, knowing when they want to jiggle peek, knowing when they want to double swing, the comms just seem to have been cleaned up entirely. Because even here, as soon as they realize it's a push out instead of a hold,
this was good though as well. Just very nicely done over towards B, just leaving the site, everyone playing in good positions.
Saya, Stinger in hand, but does have the
in these rounds, they just look convincing.
Off that overdrive, but
Neon ult.
side available from Anthem.
Dude, they're going so fast. Shock to break the trip. Oh man, you see it so early. That's a lovely Omen flash. And still gets one. Bro, he's melting them. All headshots.
Looking for the pop flash. Reveals out. That's in such a bad spot, but in the meantime, able to find Carpe, finds Side, shut him down.
Although this was cool. This was a really nice round. Really cool round. It's very similar to the pistol, but this time they added the shock dart in to break the trip that wrecked him a little bit earlier.
Work his way forward here. Izu up on top of the box. Out spotted.
Okay, very nicely done from T1. 2 people surviving.
The economy,
get the plant in as well. Two people that are wrecked money-wise.
Massive value off of that overdrive, and a great setup for it too. You recognize that the trip was there in the previous round as well. You're able to shoot it down. Eventually, you take the shock dart, just plant him in. It's really just to buy time and create space. The triple kill, just a cherry on top for Saya player.
Nice. Good job, guys.
Yeah, double hero gun out, and Sova one away from an ult as well, so maybe some kind of default over towards B to get this orb is looking likely.
Oh, and this setup from T1.
Recon goes into B. This is the roof.
DFM not gonna send it just yet.
That might be a nice recon. It's every angle, and you have to be aggro to shoot it.
A lot of other ults as well, though, for things like the retake.
The question mark created over towards B, and I think T1 are too scared to actually push in just in case they have some kind of play to actually take this one back. I'm a big fan of this camera because when people try and shoot this camera from here, I spoke about this a bit on, I can't even remember, on a stream once. This camera is good because when you go to shoot it from here, it's going to tag you and you're going to be behind the box and you can always trade it out. So you're never like comfortable to swing and break it. Same thing as over towards side. You have to fully commit to break it. So big fan of this camera. It's a little bit safer than this one that normally gets broken all the time.
Sends the Mosh and try to stave them off here for the time being. Fast lane there from Saya player. Does take a shot. Dizzy goes out. But Anthem revealed. Not sure which way to look. Rossi able to hound him down. May at the same time.
We got to keep an eye on the luck coming over towards middle.
Pushing in. Oh no! Okay. Does eventually get the headshot, but the initial whiff. It costs him dearly, stops him from being able to follow up onto somebody else. Pop flash.
Does the luck get involved?
There on a Medusa. Just at the lineup, has the kill, but now again, he's just going to be blinded. Oh, man. Rossi just runs him down. Another 3K for him on that KO.
Another plant in there as well, keeping the econ and the ult econ good. I mean,
if Cess was able to maybe push out Saya and then get past the relay,
the luck got impatient here.
Take the drone out for him. I get why you wanted to hold the site. You were the
Sometimes in these situations,
you had so much util,
I will say this as well. You know, like here where Extra like really wants to make sure that his luck isn't for nothing. I sometimes think that him just accepting or not going for it and holding and just not showing that he was lurking on this just means he can save it for a more impactful round. That's how, that's something that like I think lurkers can, I mean, some of the good lurkers do that a lot.
Hunter's Fury now out from Carpe, just fishing for anything that he could possibly find.
Sometimes the lack of information is just bad.
Nothing else, I suppose, that has contained.
Yeah, it's a
DFM
nice
tech
fast
off
hit
the
into
site.
sight, but retake ults
Full
are
5 players at
loads,
the
and
ready,
they could get
already
info with this
positioned,
if they
trying to
wanted
go for a
to.
flood retake.
Omen flash.
If they're going to be able to pull it off. They fight to try to check backside. Izu up on top
Nice
of the
util.
box.
Ui, the KO might have owned this, right?
Showstopper goes out, but Izu already dropped. May does get taken down.
One enemy remaining.
It's Rossi. Yeah, he's detained right on top of the
Yeah,
spike.
he ate the fish in the end. Okay.
Couple ults
Very
committed
nicely
there.
done. This, yeah, this is a
DFM
great
will be able to
retake
find
though.
some stability
Big
without
fan of this
too many
Omen
casualties
flash.
either.
Hits the top, hits
Yeah,
the
a
bottom,
great
hits
reaction
back
from
of sight,
DFM as
and there's a
soon as
molly on
they
top of
see
it as
the
well.
initial hit
The
coming
util's
onto
too
A
good. If you're
main, right,
T1, you're
Fizzy
looking
Tex,
at that
you saw the
thinking,
paranoia
well,
as well, signifying the
we
rush.
get over
They
towards the
back
B
out
A side like
immediately. They
this
weren't even
for free
trying to hold
again.
on. That helps
We
them
got to
set up
save
to
more
kind of
util.
avoid the Hunter's
It's gonna be
Fury as
interesting
well.
to see if
Now you
DFM are
saw
gonna
them
actually
use all
like
their ultimates. They're
fight
able to
A
answer
side a
back
bit
with
heavier
their own
after this as
retake.
well.
And it's quite clean. I mean,
They
sure,
might
they're
start
straight
using
back
less
and
util
forth,
to
but they're
take
ready
sight.
for it, which is the important part.
But they've also got to remember, can't really do it. I mean, it won't look as cleanly without ults.
4v3, yeah, keeping up.
A bit of a breathing, or a seething sigh of relief there.
That resets a lot of these ultimates.
This
You've got the
is, I
Viper's
mean, this is a
hit,
big round here.
but I doubt it'll be used immediately.
3, 4,
Set up for a
big
full AV
round.
control. Okay.
T1 have been winning
Just
them
trying to
at
shut
the
that
moment
down
in terms of
entirely.
pistol and the
It does
other big
go a
buy
little
run that we
deep,
saw.
So you're not going to have a very far range of angles to choose from. But either way, it's a tough one to clear, especially with the composition you have.
Close enough to hear the drop down. There's a few people over
Turned
here.
over here towards mid, but DFM is going just as many eyes on this. On the corner though, headshot in, side play able to find one, wants to try to press in for more, but actually just get baited forward, taken out. May finds the kill. Reveal now across from that neural theft. DFM keeping perfect tabs on these two remaining players from the side of T1.
Base recognizing that Medusa could come out of the pit. It's good, but it doesn't exactly give them a lot more hope for
This is
the
nice
round
from
just
DFM
yet.
though.
Spike
1,
picked
2,
up.
hold, and the third person swinging around to get people that are focusing.
The main left open here for the moment, but May starting to back away from Mark. It has that trap wire still set up. They have the Cypher cam, so he's now going to look to take that position, but T1's starting to work away from him.
Yeah, they got heavy shut down in middle, and there's like their backup plan.
To that area. They got A main, they got B main.
If they
shut
can
them
get
down
A,
in
they
mid.
wanted heavy focus on
Everything is
middle,
covered
and they
for
put a lot of
DFM.
focus
Now,
on
they are
middle, so maybe they're going to
spread
shift
far
more over
apart, so I
towards
like this from
market.
Medusa.
I say just as
Banking
they
out
start
of
pinging over
zone
towards
pit,
here. So,
as it's been
but I
enough
imagine the
time,
pings are for this
making sure that you have an
round.
exit, and it's just going to be the save as we look at the
I
spike.
don't know. They
element
might be
spawn,
talking about
but
it.
10
What a
seconds left.
new look from DFM. Win or lose, the map or the match. Just the way they're set up, even this one, right? The pit
Yeah, they
used,
have
and
good
then you
setups.
say, okay, we pushed them out of B main initially
They
as
have good
well.
subs.
We
They're
have
like,
mid covered.
especially
That's
this
gonna be
round,
the
like they're
next
so in
rotation. You've got
control.
trades and all these
Ult
angles,
to force
including
them back
market,
over towards
where May
middle where
was
they got
with
heavy
extra
stacked, and if they do
crossfire.
go market, they
It's
got
just an
info
entirely
and a
new
person
team.
here that can kind of get kills off of it. Like
Yeah,
their
the side up
defensive
is
setups at the
44.
moment, especially when we look at
Cycled out
Ascent,
their ultimates.
right there, like their anti-KO was like one of the better ones we've seen.
Slight edge in that
There's a
regard.
lot
That neural
of
theft
a lot
online
of
here
thought
for
to make
Xcurate.
just every part of it very, very
The
strong.
rest of them still needing some more time to get built up.
Okay, that was a big swing round as well. So they do keep a saved. Well, they keep 2 save guns.
It gets a little iffy sometimes with the cyber cams.
No, I mean, it definitely is true. Sometimes, I see,
Yeah.
I see the pros place these cams, and I try to do it. Mike, how the hell do you get that to stick there? May goes diving forward.
Okay, well they're not getting that one
All the way
back.
down, just straight mid. Meanwhile, you got
There goes-
Owen to take over
there goes
tiles.
the
That's
Dizzy.
something that T1 might have to keep tabs on. Could show up in another round. But I
Really
like
spotted
this
there.
too. Yeah, what's good about this is you see some teams committing a little too hard to the push out in mid on Sunset, but there's just too many angles for you to cover afterwards. So just putting that pressure, denying that pacing, and then taking it back. You've still got a lot of delay on A. You've still got the toxic screen on B. It's a very controlled look from DFM.
Right here.
I'm
Oh,
interested here. The call is to go over towards
T1.
A,
See if DFM
and
are gonna
this
make
is a perfect round
any missteps
to,
here. Smoke comes
first of
in,
all, because
but
they're eco.
already ahead of it, so
Second of all,
too
because they saw
late.
the retake from earlier. The perfect round to just try and walk in and not use too much util. The big util I want to focus on is the Omen Flash, because if you can Omen Flash them back when they Omen Flash you,
Dart out.
then kind of get the advantage.
The opposite side of this
And
smoke
you
with
stop their initial hit, and then they got nothing as a
takes
backup
up
in
soon, so
theory.
Carpe moves over to try and
Oh,
reinforce there. Oh, that paranoia
Oh,
timing is
okay.
absolutely perfect.
Or
Still gets some
you
damage across
exec
there,
on them
Marcus
before they
over
exec on
that
you.
one. It's scooped up. Medusa trying to find one. Does manage to find it, but Rossi trades it back.
Lovely Omen
He
flash
himself
back.
Dropped. Anthem finds Saya player.
Yeah, they went for a
Trade up
different
here.
play that I would have gone for,
Monsters from
but
the side of
equally
DFM.
fine.
He's, you know, having to backpedal just that
Shot.
shot. in hand, but he's making damn good use of it.
Shots.
2 kills.
Oh man, nice round from him.
T1
Yeah, saves him on this.
Isu's the absolute undisputed MVP of that round. The paranoia right as the smoke ends.
Yeah, the paranoia was great as well. To give him the first initial kill and then just two solid kills.
And then the double kill to boot with the Sheriff. An excellent setup, because May's position outside of that smoke was actually really good. He doesn't hold too close, doesn't want to get surprised. But the paranoia, it's just
both the
as
MN
it's a
flashes were
tied
good.
animation to the smoke.
Absolutely fantastic shooting there from Isu.
Yo, who am I?
Tell him, who is he?
This man has lost his identity. He is the unnamed killer. He is Clint Eastwood in Fistful of Dollars.
Oh, great round from Isu. Love to see that confidence coming back up for him, because he looked absolutely dejected.
Sunset still has a few things to fix as a map. Honestly, I think the only thing to fix is just B, just the B plant.
Entirely. They made that game a very entertaining one, but Isu was very quiet compared to his kickoff performance.
Get rid of the B plant. I think we got one of the better maps.
Of his own moments.
Oh sure, and I mean, you know, let's be real. That was the majority, I think, of Isu's skills so far in the map.
Sure.
You know, that certainly added to it, but still, when you can just
the comp diversity, I mean, it's through the roof. But that always happens with new maps until there's something like a Fnatic comp that dominates.
Nice little 3x.
But it is one of those maps that you notice how, like, these maps where it's open roof, though, open roof, it just means that so many agents are good. Like, this is one of those maps where it's like name a bad agent on this map. Because even Deadlock is legit on this map. Just one of those. Anything where you have close walls and open roofs, everything's pretty good. ISO, dude, even ISO is good on this map. Like, the double damage in terms of where you can do it. Obviously, like, ISO's not great in general, but in terms of, like, where you could actually get the most angles, like, his double damage is good.
Ready for May.
Like, if you were ranking all the maps, it's one of ISO's better maps. Yeah, and this is a great change around from DFM. So you've seen this kind of duel over towards A. If we think about the A rounds right now, we had T1 using loads of util to get into the round, and then they got retaken, right? So site retake. That was the first round. They have second round where they walk close, they break it, and they save all the util and they win. And then now you're having the adjustment from DFM where they fight heavy, and so they're not using enough util. They want to use it for the afterplan, but this time they're fighting on site. So it's good mind games at the moment if we're just focusing on just purely A meta.
Stack a little bit more weight on one side of the map. It's going to be that A side. Once again, the Dizzy prepared to stop the rush. They have a read on this pacing.
There's the overdrive already, finding one. Reveal out, relay bolts.
And now we're going back to using a lot of util. Omen flash used, everything used. KO still has another flash as well if he wants.
Two members left standing, just the one now is net. We'll be able to find
it's so back and forth, this one. Yeah, nicely done from T1. Okay, fourth round they go back to just using loads of util. Mind games. Cool.
I mean, a great attempt here from DFM. Obviously, a very hard read, given the ultimate set were online, or near online at the very least. The overdrive off
the Calvin and Antica. Bro, this guy is too good with the too good with the ult. His tracking is unreal.
Makes you great use of that agent.
When he played Overwatch, did he play and I've seen his Widow clips. Did he play like Tracer and stuff as well?
He just continues plus forwarding towards the site. Could be a very different setup on the round there. T1.
He did.
Securing 6 rounds for themselves here in the half. Back away, avoiding the 0 point, avoiding the recon arrow here on B.
Not that much, but he played it.
Starting to rotate around as noise being made. Fast lane put up. Cyber Cage not really dissuading much of anything here. T1 just the site spreading out, but also moving over in towards market. But he takes a couple shots, and they know that there's going to be at least one player situated there.
Yeah, but the real important part is
they were on top of this last time.
Rush into market.
Oh, do they tunnel vision?
Catch, and they
damn.
Showstopper sent. Oh, X-Crit dead.
Damn, they're on top of it twice, man. X-Crit's gone for this lurk over towards B. And both times he gets shut down in this square. And in reaction, they tried to take over towards Boba, and Rossi has to win a 1v3 with 40 HP. He gets 6, not too bad. It was a nice map to watch from everyone, really.
The heads-up play to
I liked a lot of the mind games over
180
towards
degrees in
A.
the air is
I
flying
liked a
out
lot of the
the
all-rounds from
showstopper to
DFM.
check just in case there's a lurk. It
Switching
tiles.
sides.
Just incredible.
Considering they
Because
didn't win
that was
pistol
an
and it's a little
absolute
bit
trap set up
attack-sided,
by T1.
DFM are looking very
You
good.
see side player getting caught by the Thrash, and Xcurus just licking his lips, waiting for everyone to run by, and he'll just catch him from behind, but that was not the case.
Eco rounds, yeah, the eco rounds lost them a little bit. But the eco rounds were still good. That's the thing. T1 had nice eco rounds.
As they've now lost all the support from other parts
Also,
of the
when
map, and a tie
Izu's hitting
map.
shots like
Who
that,
would have
it's,
thought
there's nothing you
we'd
can
be
do
here?
sometimes.
Nobody. Pretty much. At least not at the start
probably,
of the day.
yeah, there's probably one person out there with their pick'ems on VLR.
We could say after the first map
Sure.
that this was predictable to an extent, but certainly not before the day had begun. This is, I mean, an incredibly improved detonation focus me that we have not seen before, but also a much more disjointed T1.
Well,
Yes.
C9 vs Lev good is very entertaining.
Before either.
Well, it just seems like DFM. I would say.
I feel like
they're
C9 played well, and I feel like
causing
Lev
Yes,
messed up a
that's
little
what I want
bit.
to say. I actually think overall, even on Lotus,
I don't know if they need to be
DFM's
as
reads are
adventurous with their
probably
comps,
ahead of
considering
T1 throughout this
the
entire
skill of
best
their
of three.
team.
It's just the execution.
But also, they
sometimes
could have
maybe a
won
bit
it,
more
and it was just
sloppy.
down to micro mistakes. So, should I even be talking about the comps? Probably not.
Now we go into the second half, 6-6. T1 in the lead by 1 round in regards to pistol wins. DFM tie that up to take the lead for themselves once again.
Saya's got that frenzy on
Okay,
the half armor.
pistol obviously for this. I've lost track of pistols in the map itself, in the match itself. And this is the classic. Flash goes in, little slide from the neon.
The relay bolt
Not even a slide needed.
to stop at the wall a little bit due to the dizzy.
And yeah, they at least got info they're pushing here, and you hear the flash as well. So a lot of util committed. They're going to take that as a big win. Later, we might see them push back over towards A. We'll see. Maybe not on the pistol, though.
The one way, yet again, is Carpe just send some shots at each other.
Okay, they break the
T1,
trip.
I mean, they have all the information, right? They even tagged Neth over on B main. They know that the initial idea
Does
was
he
a
really
pinch
want
on
to
B.
swing top mid with a frenzy?
now.
Probably not.
Quite far
Xcurus
forward.
pushes down
Like
middle.
This, though, right? Make the noise and then
Oh
send
man,
it
this
back
might be the
just so
round-winning
they're
play.
committed. Now you've controlled so much
A
more
lot of it
space
relies on this.
for T1.
Does May even consider
They'll
this?
fill that B
Oh my god, he
site.
goes early.
Just make sure. Uh-oh.
Oh, he
but as
goes
they come back
early. He
in,
tried to
May
make the big
wins out of
winning
the
play.
fight. He does get knocked down to 70, but
Guy's been not
fouled.
having the best luck on his larks.
swing around here from Neth.
Dead twice at
Work his
middle.
way into B.
Got
Spots
one in
Rossi.
the 4v1.
Can't quite find the kill. Rossi trying to jump, trying to get in on top of him so he can utilize those right clicks, but just can't gap close fast enough.
30 seconds left.
Nice
Ready
recon.
to come through. Anthony still just
Spike
tucked around
planted.
the corner. The reveal coming in. He eats quite a bit of damage there, but
Yeah,
still
nicely
gonna be
done.
alive. It's definitely side player, last one
Also,
standing,
good
clears
sign
the
for
dizzy.
DFM moving
But
forwards
only has
into
so
this
many
half.
bullets
I
left
see
in
an
the
early
frenzy.
plant over
Eventually will
towards
be
stairs and
hounded down.
multiple
A
people
flawless
booking it over
pistol
towards
round
B
as
main.
DFM. They make it
So
3
maybe
and
they
3
want to
pistols
abuse
now,
the fact that
7
the
and
broken
6
plant towards
on the
B.
map.
What's
1-1
gonna
for
be really
pistols,
surprising,
and
something that's
just
going to
watching
plague
that alone,
T1, I feel, in the coming weeks,
you gotta
is
start
DFM
thinking
has
that this
shown time and
might
time again, both on
this
Ascent
might be the
and
one.
even
I
here
don't
on
know. It's gonna be
Sunset,
close.
with the tendencies of T1 that they will want
And I
to
also
take
like the fact that they
over
were
that
very
area
passive
once
with
again.
how they
will wanna
held
lead the
this.
aggressive lurks. They
Right,
have
it looks
so
like
much
they've
faith
looked
in
at a
their
lot
own
of
aim,
how Heretics
and
like
they're
to
just
play
always
this.
waiting one
And
extra
if
step.
we see them
T1,
play
they
like
just
passive
got
back
off of a
here
game
at the
with P4X.
beginning,
They're not used to this slow tempo from DFM.
yeah, the slow tempo is gonna work well.
It's been slow all the time. I mean, it's been really good poking and prodding
Yes.
here from DFM, knowing when they can and need to ramp things up.
Camera, flash,
Push
wing,
to main.
camera
Eventually
spots.
coming
Here
through,
comes
but
the flash,
pull
and
out
we had
hard.
someone waiting
Reveal the final
anti-flash, so very nice again on top of this fully.
one. Get a parting
Dude, they're
kill
they're
there,
drilled though.
has been weak
Like
and
they
significant.
really, I mean, again in kickoff I feel like they looked
saved them
alright.
off, but the A site is
It didn't look
completely
too
opened up.
bad, but
They'll
they've
keep
been using their
important
time
weapons here.
well.
The rifle's in their own hands, so they're
It was
happy to
never-
keep away.
it was
They
never
already
like this
spotted enough
good.
members. Still, I mean, look at this, right?
They're
We're
not
just
making
still
many
waiting to see if
mistakes.
There is an aggressive push out of tiles.
Maybe some,
That's the
I
area
mean,
they don't have
they are, but
control
not
over.
too many
So
like
again,
costly ones.
a much more
Or like really
thorough
small minor
DFM.
ones.
I like that you mentioned it's not just slow. It's been a lot of controlling. I mean, DFM is causing so many forced errors on the side of T1 throughout this best of three, and once again, it looks like they're going to be a step ahead, clearing things out step by step on A.
Slow and methodical all the same, as we can tell. no threats whatsoever on this side of the map, but DFM not taking any chances
30 seconds
with the enemy
left.
team having just pistols in hand. So Plant now coming down. See what the call is going to be here for T1. Gather up in a spike explosion party, or if they actually want to try to take some weapons
Yeah,
out of the
I think that sums it up well, Matito.
Giving over some crucial ult
Give them
charge
some
here
time.
to their opponents. Trap wire set up though. Will alert
Who can
at least the
who can
presence of
stack a
one
little bit?
on this side of the map.
Brace.
Looks like they'll just try to wait
Best
for the
HP
exit,
for
see
it.
if it doesn't come through. Go the other side.
Where are they gonna save?
See how well aware DFM might be of this. As they're not seeing any inklings, so they should know that it's gonna be a delayed wait, one side or another. It's gonna be contact.
Rotation coming through.
They're cautious of it though. Medusa seems a little
When
wary
the
of it.
flash goes in,
Paranoia
only hits the
and
neon, I
spotted one.
think. Might have hit
How far
Rossi.
do they actually push into this one? Well, Saya, that's far enough to get all the kills.
Oh,
I'm
man.
very on
Is
top
the
of this
answer.
one.
Well, the other smart thing is they purposely placed far forward.
Yeah, to
on
not
the
get hit
side
by
as
the
well.
spike.
So worst case,
Yeah,
they could have
that-
just held there, made
I'm
sure that
telling
the
you,
peaks
man.
don't come through. It's very well thought out from DFM.
It really is.
Getting maximum value, maximum punishment.
Okay,
here
bonus
against
round,
T1.
and it's not.
I'll just, I mean, starts
Okay.
yeah, with that.
Bonus round is not bad at all. What was it? Three
Scrappy at the
three
beginning, but
rifles,
overall
one
clean in the end.
dinger.
See, still all business here for the side of DFM, wanting to save any kind of real celebrations for
Oh,
the end
4
after
rifles.
they confirmed a victory for themselves. T1 though, still in a decent position, but need to win out here in this round.
And yeah, just
Stop
you
that
see how they're
bonus
playing.
version
Like
coming
they
through.
understand the comp that they're playing against. Just far back, slow play, and they don't want to get caught off by these flash
All have
early
shields for
plays
them in this
that kind of allow the neon to
T1, of
fool
course, is
everyone
wanting
in
to get
early
the free
map
plant on
control.
B. Always a bit of a pain to push into B main to counter that post plant. See if they eventually push back out.
They
for
go
that
over towards
contact.
B.
It's-
And with the
Yeah,
information that they
waiting
kind of
for it.
saw, that had someone spamming their gun,
The fragment out.
they might think it's
In the back,
fight
Net's
the
still here,
site and
though.
retake the site.
They
Oh,
know
So
that
I
that's
could
a-
definitely see them
that's a
walk
freshly
contact
thrown
over
cage.
towards
I don't
A
know
instead of
that one.
execing
But
here.
here's the thing: is you don't know, was that used to exit or was that used to re-enter? I mean, Neth is really
There's the
kind
exit.
of the 0-point checks for it.
Jumping
Damn, nicely
from May.
done. Omen flash close as well. This guy in sight has to kill too.
Of the paranoia, finds the kill. Zoom out trying to hold, doesn't see that gun barrel, it's just an inch away, swing out.
Damn.
Can't quite steady the aim. Medusa gets the headshot. As the
Smoke,
spike now planted
Molly,
by the
Molly.
wingman.
They can't retake this.
Two players down, T1.
Holy
Like
hell,
the
they're
call is
saving.
Just gonna have to be to save.
Well, you have
Wait,
to because here's the
they're
thing: Saya was on
saving
the hunt
and
for
the-
Neth, but
everyone's
eventually he
about to
has
reach
run into a
6K.
tripwire, and he can't get past that without notifying him.
Like even this,
I just absolutely.
you would argue
played
shouldn't even
from
be an
DFM.
armory buy.
Like
They
you
probably
said,
will 'cause their
pushing
money's
and
low.
pulling across the entire map, forcing T1's hand, knowing that they will
Oh
always
my
want
god,
to
this is
re-clear.
huge. This is huge, dude. 9-6.
Like, how does this happen?
What are these two going to be buying as well?
Not like this.
2-9
I'm
loss
not-
bonus,
I'm
they
not
can
even,
get something
dumbfounded by the
decent.
situation or by the opponent, just the improvement and the
Well,
growth.
yes, exactly. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: is that
They're playing mind games with him.
exactly. I would have expected. Listen, if they looked relatively clean in their own set plays and they were covering for each other, things like that, or maybe the aim overall improved a little bit, that alone
Yeah,
would have
this
actually
timeout
made
has
me
to
quite
come in
happy
early
to see the
because if they
improvements from
don't win
DFM,
this
just
round,
because I'm not trying to say
it's
that they look so
really-
horrendous or anything,
it's
but they
really
just
in a
look so
bad
messy
situation.
overall that you didn't
Like
even know
a
where to
very,
start
very bad
with the
situation.
previous iterations. And then at kickoff, you thought it looked okay against DRX, and then it was really scrappy again versus Team Secret. But now, it's the mechanics.
Is
it's the
Sideshow still
overall
here?
macro play, it's the reads, the timeouts.
'Cause
This entire
I feel like I
squad,
would be
the
worried,
organization.
man. You are?
Has
Dude,
had
I would be
absolute
worried. They
evolution.
look legit, bro.
This is, yeah, absolutely astounding here from the side of DFM. We're just 4 rounds away from closing out a series over T1.
Wait,
So
and
a
Bren.
lot of us, I mean, have picked to be one of the top squads at the end of stage 1.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think
no,
that's fair
had
enough.
T1 as one of the most likely to go to Shanghai as well, just given how they looked at kickoff. And I would argue, even after the game against PaperX, people were still rating T1 quite highly. It's just that, okay, PaperX continues to reign supreme. But today, it's not the case.
Right.
And I just wanted to give a quick
So
shout out to the
much
coaches as well.
is on
Obviously,
this
Autumn has
round.
been doing
So much. It's
wonders
not
trying
too...
to work
Okay, so
these
they low buy.
very diverse variations
It's
of
not
the
as
T1
bad as
squad,
I
but
thought. I thought that we were going to
still,
force into this one. It's a low buy. They can get a full buy next. So it's just 3 guns. The issue is DFM's money is incredibly good. And when T1 eventually win a round, they need to make sure it's 2 in a row, else the reset is game over.
A bit more aggressive, take some forward space here, but everyone from DFM says, have it.
Yeah.
We'll wait over here.
I mean, what a read off.
This is a good. This is good from T1, right? So DFM, we talked about them just starting in these boxes. The T1 at the beginning, instead of playing passive, they're starting to take map control and get earlier information, make them use the util of the singular gecko. Like taking map control should be hard. We got like these 2 guys. That's it. Well, these 3. Break. Oh, okay, did break the trip. Yeah. Last 2 bullets at the end broke it here. This is what I was talking about in terms of getting early info. They get the early info so they can pivot the rotate over, which is not happening right now.
Still not calling for reinforcements.
Yeah, once they get pushed off now, then the rotate goes in.
Man cleared.
Right?
Slowly back out entirely all the way to market. That's the nearest reinforcement he has.
There's no rotate. Knife goes in, cross map knife. That's very nice. Hits 2, and with that they believe. I mean, even I believe that a rotate should have come in, so I can't blame DFM for this. 3-person stack with the early camera. Oh man, T1 would do well to lose this round.
Get a couple members tagged now. They decide that they want to try to push A. Izu, he's got a sheriff in hand. Rossi shutting down May on the approach. Jump forward there into the cyber cage. Rossi trying to stay alive, but eventually will be found there as Neth goes fishing. 2 HP. He somehow finds another 10 seconds remaining. And Izu looks the shot.
Okay, nicely done. Big round. Picks up the gun at middle. Gets the good timing. 10 seconds for them to get over towards sight and clear. And yeah, they can't have someone watching this.
Absolute heroics from Izu, because like you said, sure, T1's cautiousness.
Okay, big round, and the good news for them is the money's in a better spot because they were saving for the next round anyway.
I mean, Neth being able to get another one there, huge, but Izu.
Yeah. And just shout out to just the not over rotating here as well. Like the knife cross map, this was sick. The fact they hit 2 and forced them away, and even before them, right? Just they were so confident they were going to pivot back towards A here. A very good timeout from T1.
Oh, they're trying to push it out.
And the save that got a little bit risky pays off here. This is low if they do get reset.
Players here from DFM.
So
now
DFM
just go their separate ways.
Off of that previous round, what they'll have to recognize is, okay, just our typical fakes, right, and then leaving the cipher, things like that, was red in the previous round. The setup up to it was good, though. So curious to see if they're able to identify that in the server, as it's much easier to tell when you're seeing the entire minimap.
They reactively, okay, so no A control, and then when you have no A control, you have to take one of these, and they go for market. T1 were prioritizing top mid, DFM go for market. Moment flash is nice.
Looks like DFM though still spinning in here towards this B
Moment
side.
flash misses the mark there a little bit.
A bit further behind them though, doesn't get the catch.
Not the good plant with the after plant, that's a great recon.
Firing into the corner there.
2, 3, bro got 3.
Suddenly Rossi.
He got 3. No way, I was shocked that he got 2. Okay, and that right there is the money reset. But the money's still good to buy. Sayo's going to struggle. Izu's going to struggle also. Do they buy?
T1, they're starting to make some errors, right? Excurid kind of played by his own cyber cage there, thinking that he had the angle, wasn't quite aware of what the setup was himself.
Bro, give me this replay. I did get 3.
That kill early, things would have been a little different. Spike doesn't go down as fast either.
A replay?
Now it's just going to be another
Okay,
stack.
well, maybe later. Envision it. Okay, chat, we need to we've got to really build up this round, by the way. 2, Jesus, that's huge. 2-4. 2-4 loss bonus, right, on top of these, especially the hundreds, and not really be buying with that one. That means it will probably be 12-7 if they get this round. They get Razor, Fish ult. Like, this is the big round they need to use these into, and they have 2 of them. And on the side of T1, they got no ults.
He's been poking and prodding over towards A. Hasn't really seen much
That's
of
a lie.
anything
They got
yet.
1 ult, but it's situational.
It's like DFM,
This is that's a lovely recon for when they run
a little
out.
bit more comfort.
think it would only
more
get past this mark,
reassurance.
though, but
They
it's
will
still very
explore
nice.
some other parts of the map here first before really settling on where they want this spike to rest.
And the call from DFM is to group over towards A, and as we can see, it is a full retake. Are they going to walk or are they going to exec? Because if they save some of this util,
Here from DFM once again, round after round, putting
okay,
this on display.
they exec.
Shows the upper now at the ready. Nobody
Yeah,
on
and someone's
site.
got to shoot this.
Just looking to clear out this trap wire.
Yeah, they're going to clear sight, but big win for T1 in terms of both of the ults out of them, just from a sight that they were giving up anyway. We've got Flash, Omen, Recon. We've got a lot. Okay, Omen, Flash, Recon, double Flash.
Has the ult, needs to try. Get over to a corpse and maybe invest
There goes the double Flash.
Spot out as they start pushing forward. Relay bolts helping to get the stuns.
Bro,
Carpe,
Recon was
guns down,
sick.
two guns
Recon
down,
was
three.
sick, man. Where did the
Will be
Recon
able to
go?
find the
I was
final.
looking here instead of the
Just
minimap.
like that,
Very nicely
T1
done. What a
making
big
that
round for
Radiant
T1.
look a lot
What a good
easier than
call
we
as
might have
well.
anticipated, but they keep
Yeah, and
things
DFM
close
just using the
once
ults to an empty
A
site.
god like Recon coming in from Carpe just gets all the tags, and quite frankly, the Recon was really good in the previous round as well. So the Silva very well prepared. They're able to
Yeah,
just tie
look
them
at
up.
this
The paranoia,
Recon.
the relay bolt, the fast lane, everything. Make sure that DFM denied all the vision. Meanwhile, you get to see him through all that utility.
And good news is they kept a lot of people alive.
Hunter's Fury online here for
Yeah, there's some good
T1.
Sova stuff here. I really like this one
Yeah,
that was set up
DFM,
over towards
I mean,
B as well.
I was going to mention that I liked that they sent both ults on that entry because they wanted to get one step closer to the match point. But now they'll need to take a little bit more time.
Oh, Izu. Crisp shot, finds one. Hunter's Fury fishing as Izu will be able to get Anthem, and Rossi cleans up two.
Hey,
Saya getting the
very
other.
good, nice and
Solid
clean.
aggression coming out of
Timeout,
T1,
do you
and
reckon,
now
for
they're back within
DFM?
touching
Feels like
distance
it's
of
slipping
DFM.
away a little bit. They're still ahead.
10-9.
And that round is the VOD review rounds.
Cash continues to get
They even
whittled
didn't make
away at.
it even wasn't that bad from DFM. It's just the fact
Good
that they
switch
were
up from
playing.
T1. Instead of trying to meet DFM
Offsite.
on the wings of the map, they decide to split them up entirely. A hard commitment. And also, I mean, credit to Izu, regaining his confidence a lot with two of those heroic plays.
Yeah, some
Goes to
some
the
lovely,
beach,
lovely
buys
shots
time
hit
for
on
his
this one.
teammates to set up cover, so he just has to focus on tiles. Now it's going to be an A setup for the Cypher, just delay. But everyone
T1's money is so
this
good
0
right
point
now.
from Rossi has been
Done a
the bane of
complete
DFM as the
180.
rounds have been adding on to each other.
There's 2 rounds back to back with 4 people surviving.
Cam in mid.
Triple stack here on the B side. Take one away from that Thrash now is Anthem. Now DFM again just trying to play around with the map movements a little bit more. Switch tap, doors shut there.
Yeah, and they do have a KO ult that would cancel this, but we're not going to see official until next round, you would imagine. And we haven't seen DFM try and go towards mid too much. The wall does create a lot of pressure if they do it. It blocks this, and as we can see,
That way they can focus all
same
their
as before from
utility onto
T1.
the B
Fight
site.
this, retake this. Recon goes over towards B main. Knife goes in
has to be
towards
fast
middle.
here
Hits
from
nothing B
Xcurit.
main, hits nothing on middle. Heavy rotate coming in, and
Paranoia.
the Cypher has so much info that they can fight heavy and they can just get onto the site. Cypher needs to careful, bro. He was so confident his teammate had his back there. It felt like the comms were a bit off.
He can try to find the punish. Flash sent in, drone on the hunt. Saya here, backside. Able to find one.
The
There's the
massive
investment,
3-on-3.
Drill depth in from Neth.
Oh, the fast push
Oh my god,
in.
they're sending
Running
it.
at the rest, Saya
Keep
playing
an eye on the
out
time,
flank
5
forward. He's hit behind the
seconds.
box, though. It is sprayable. Neth has the covering fire. Takes him down. Neth on for the ace. No. Fell to the very last moment. Spike planted. It's in a bad spot. Doctor there onto the corner.
Holy hell, okay, big round. Dude, what a round from Neff, by the way. My goodness, gets 4.
I can't believe Cess just stands there through all of that. I mean, Carpe, you could tell he was wondering, well, surely you push out at some point, and Cess says no.
This was
I mean, what a...
Neth bailing them out.
Yes.
Oh,
And Seth's just
Sigh
finishing
of
the
relief.
job that Neth had started for
last
him.
timeout for
Timeout
T1.
now. Second one called by T1. As they are in dire straits back.
Xcurit, please.
Here in a corner. DFM a 2-round lead.
Curious to see what the adjustments are, because it's just been a back and forth on the Sunset. See, that's hands shaking a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, I can, especially with a big round though, like big round on stage in one of your biggest games, you get a 4K, the adrenaline is flowing. The timeout might help him chill out a little bit, honestly. It might work out well for him.
Get the finish line too early, but you are only mere steps away from it. It's been 682 days since the DFM banner has lifted a victory at all, and that was back in Challenge
Plat chat
Japan
today,
when
bro.
Axel
We should
still
just
played.
watch this back. We should just, the whole Plat chat episode should just be
you know
this,
who was on
man.
that team? Was HSK, was a player on that
This is
squad
the
that
whole
brought a match
3-hour
victory
VOD review of
to
everyone.
DFM, and the organization.
It's been a glow up year for both of them.
Yes, that is for sure.
You know what? They're separate ways, and both are doing just fine.
Wait, that's nice.
Now,
Dude, some of the silver
DFM,
stuff, pretty cool.
can they take the second to last step?
This is the thing when I
T1
watch it,
getting
it's
their
like,
way once more.
it's the
Side
same
player
as Ascent,
operator
right? It's like, man,
in play.
T1 are doing, like,
Go for a
T1 have
retake.
good
Does
stuff
have
and
that
they're doing
overdrive
good
as
stuff.
well, but for now, DFM not
I
playing
think that's the
towards
most
that op
surprising thing
whatsoever.
about it. It's just very
And now
high
what the reads
level.
are,
It's
I'm
really
curious
cool.
if they have a very strong idea that Zaya is going to be using that op, because so far he has not been bringing that
Definitely
out
some mess
at
ups.
all.
Don't get me wrong. I remember the round before. Oh my god.
Okay.
Tens.
Forward, doesn't go too deep, Banis. There's the wingman, but he's
Not
opened up
as
with an
impressive as
angle.
tens,
He's able
but
to
I
stop
preferred
the
it.
plant, so now they have to work their way forward.
Oh,
Head spotted,
hold up.
Anthem taken down.
Now, Anthem was ready for that, though, right? Recognizing that that's the best spot.
Okay, all just to pick up the spike.
I
Or
mean,
on
it's a fast
site.
recovery before they can swarm on it. I don't mind it at all.
Market door now shut. They've drawn the rotation, and well, now they certainly do know about it.
Yeah.
Saya,
I know this is in
Made
play. But
numbers
it's,
left,
yeah, I
drifting
think.
away. Looks like
Wait, where's the money? I'm looking at the wrong team. Even I'm getting too
uphill to
excited.
swallow, but looks like they are just going to make the call.
Okay,
to get
I think this
grouped
is
up
fine
inside
with the money.
spawn.
T1,
Let
it's a
this
big win
round
for them.
go into T1's hands.
It's a big win.
Not much you can do about it.
10 seconds
Don't have to
left.
worry
It's not
about
like
money anymore.
You're really going to greed for anything. Sure, if you thought you had a great idea on how to take down the operator, that was an option, but it's already way far back. Never really got close to touching it. But now that they know, what's the adjustment from DFM? They have the information now to try to keep that lead.
Still 2 away
Oh, the back-to-back.
from that pit. Could have come in here for Medusa, but timeout called. Once again now. That's going to be all of them burned.
Oh, this is, I mean, it's an interesting timeout, right? Immediately after that,
Eats. Hello, mate.
gives T1 a
we
chance to
doing?
add in some adjustments to what they just saw.
This
what they
game's an
just did.
absolute banger, by the way.
And the question
Got
on
some
both sides is going to be,
video
again,
potential.
what's the answer? What's the question and answer when it comes to that operator? T1 could use that to their advantage. Try to run DFM into a trap. You still got that overdrive as well, and that was part of the idea there, is that they had a bit of a heavier stack elsewhere with the op. You had Izu just making sure he gets rid of the spike plant on B, and then you had the overdrive, worst comes to worst, where you can push out into B main to disrupt that post plant.
Was Ascent even better? Better to watch from just like a macro
last few seconds.
standpoint, yeah. Like that.
The last contributions
This
of
and
the
Ascent, this
coaches,
map and
unless the
Ascent has
Sens
been
are going to
really good.
overtime. Now settled. All come down to the execution of the players. Overdrive, the neural theft, all still there. Thrash online for Anthem. DFM.
Okay,
Plan
DFM, what
gonna be
change
right
up?
now, everybody
Because you would think if
stacked
you're a
up.
coach watching this,
Maybe take
the
a
most
peek
obvious
in
call
towards
is
mid.
be mid pressure and then walk
Fast
A and just break the trips and
From mid
save
to
all your
market.
util.
Even sent the
E1,
some fighting
both
here.
a lot of map control again,
Over
doing
B mains, camera
what
does
was
get
working
cleared.
before in
With that
terms of
paranoia coming out
being given
into
free
B
space,
main,
so taking
gotta
it.
wonder if T1's going to slow things down a little bit.
It's decent spray,
Holy,
though.
that was
Managed to
costly.
make some connections there on the Izu. He's down to 42 now. Not the kill that they would have definitely preferred to have had, but could still benefit from that damage later on in the round.
Now T1 has a bit of a crafty adjustment where it's not the operator that they planted in B main.
It's over into Xgrid's hands here as he is watching this back alley and has been
Ooh.
spotted. They notice the gun in his hands is the question, but either way, that Thrash is
A lot of
not
info.
recoverable for the time being.
Yeah, the idea is always to go
The
back
Util
to
is just
B
getting
right now, but Medusa has to stay
in the
alive
scent.
and
But
sell
honestly, if this
quite
person,
hard on
yeah,
A.
they think they're gonna go pick
can
it
go
up.
down eventually
There's now
'cause you have
3
mid
people
control.
here. The pressure of this being down,
All coming back up.
the question marks being
Being
created
checked
over
out,
towards
Izu.
side.
Sad back over by
They're
Boba.
going for a 4-1
He's gonna
split
push
though,
all
and
the
this
way
camera
from top
behind
mid.
them is seeing
Start
1,
wrapping
2,
around here.
3, 4, so they know
Towards
about
B.
numbers.
Relay bolts being sent. Mage tucks into the corner. Protected
Time.
for now. As there's Executor and strikes.
Big
finds
kill.
one. Side player
20
gonna take it down.
seconds. This guy on
Real
site.
sense.
Omen ult goes
Invested.
in. Does he stick it?
TP
Oh my
for
god, he
it.
heard it and he waited.
Take it down. There's a
Wingman
bundle
with the
of
slap.
Rossi. Still here on site. Trying to stay
15
alive.
seconds.
Spike
Barely.
can get planted.
Massive 2-on-2. Oh
Behind the
my
box.
goodness.
A way to try to take him down. Poison Orb to try to escort him out. But Carpe on the flank.
One kill and he gets
comes up with
ult.
the kill, and now it is all on Medusa.
He's got spotted. The drone knows.
Been able to get the dart in onto him, but Executor and re-swings with the op. With that
Big
defuse,
round,
he
man.
won. They tie us up 11 to
Yeah,
11.
where are we? Two in a row that they lose, right? 2 full loss bonus? Is this right? I can't even remember what the score was.
It
was 11-9,
2-4.
2-4.
That no matter where they went, they just had to rely
Wait.
on the pinch and the numbers to be
I'm
in
not
their
even sure about
advantage,
that.
which Technically they were, but Medusa really wanting to play a bit slower
Okay,
to
good
take
shots.
over elbow, trusting that the death ball would do the work, and looks like the last thing they didn't account for was the relay bolt, right? That slows him down entirely on that entry from top mid.
Go away from a Razor.
Thumbed him up now.
Op still in
Time, who
play.
can take the lead.
Yeah, just free
One on
map
the
control
piece.
once again.
Have to be able to get into a position to actually utilize the pit.
This is
Or
nice
really
though. The
becomes
Cypher
relevant.
Cage is really good. We've got to think about that, right? Cypher Cage goes in, and although they've created pressure close, because the Cypher
Very
Cage is
quiet,
here, you
very
hear if they
slow
push
going.
through.
Yeah,
You
that's
know
the
that they're
big
only
change
in
is
the
that
normal
T1
back
just
bit of B
has
main.
not been aggressing as much.
So
So
I
they
like the
basically
instant cage here.
forced
It like
DFM
reduces
to
the amount of
unconsciously
potential of
waste
where
a
they
lot
could have
of time.
taken.
Because normally, DFM's waiting because they're like, well, T1 surely re-peaks this again. They usually come out to clear this area
They've been on top of this
again.
as well in terms of
And
the
it
trip
has
over
not been
towards
happening
middle,
since
just get
the
shot all the
timeouts.
time.
It's on them to have to regain control
One of
the
the
map.
better teams that I've seen of just
Only
playing
smoke
against
there
the
in the market
Cypher and
for
just
Cypher to play
constantly
off of.
shooting down the line here of where Cypher trip might be.
Actually ends up falling
And they
for
do
the
that
foul
all the
moves,
time.
but
They
he
haven't
gets
had
picked
to
out.
actually go middle. It's the fact that they do this and there's the wall here that blocks off vision.
Start working their way forward. Still
And honestly,
Keep
Izu is
working
doing an
for
insane job of just
Medusa.
holding this on his
Executor
own,
just
but
around the
he
corner
is
with
calling
that
that someone
operator.
might have timed here.
side player going to be spotted. Seeing the neon, seeing that op, they should know that it's still going to be in the hands
They might
of
try
Executor.
walk
They haven't
contact.
spotted
This is a
him out
really
yet,
good change
but
up from
the
T1
rest of
because in the
team now
timeout they might
moving
have
over
talked about
towards this
walk
site.
contacting to break the trips and get over to
Suspect
site
something, though, right? That's
and
gotta be the
util,
reason
but
why
now they have an
Medusa
op
hasn't won
here.
this yet. Surely they're trying to go for a double to try to take this out.
Poison Orb blooms. He tries to go for the timing shot.
They
It's
don't
going to be
know
a little bit
about
too early, but no. They
The
do not know
bait in
about
is
Rossi.
incredible.
Smoke now goes down. May
Does
turns back.
get traded.
Will
That's a
find another.
huge ult.
2 for 2.
Omen TP's
Showstopper
away.
at the
Man,
ready.
Omen's
For
making
the
a
TP.
play.
Doesn't know where it
Check
went.
the smoke. Does he check the
He
smoke?
does! Izu going to be taken down. 3 kills there for May.
Oh man,
3v2.
2v3. They got a
Five.
recon.
Available
Recons
for
have been
side
good
player.
so far.
And he's up close.
Doesn't get a scan off. They finds out where one is though.
Slides in. Nath able to shut it down. Carpe now. The IGL needing to do everything. Try to gain the lead to take this up the match point.
Oh, the smoke is
It's into the smoke.
Okay.
Good sense. Gets the headshot there. Takes out May.
trying to
There's
get a
still
reaction.
so much more. Yeah, just trying to get anything that he
Okay,
possibly can, but
nicely
all he
done.
gets is a bullet to
One
the head.
chance.
DFM
One
are now up
chance.
to match point.
Already an incredible feat by DFM. And this isn't a slight on their past history, but the fact that also T1, again, one of the most exciting teams, prospects to be looking forward to in 2024 Pacific. And the fact that they've guaranteed at least overtime on map 3, a map that they have not shown. Incredible endurance, incredible preparation. And once again, it's May with some heroic mechanics.
Crucially here, though, T1, plenty of cash to try to go for the buy.
It's a rush.
Little bit of a
Oh, the
faster
change of
round here.
pace.
Paint Shell clears out one of the trap wires. Main out, just diving in, up over top of the Cyber Cage. Good for the reveal. Carpe trying to go ADS in, that pick off.
Not the
They'll just
best
go 1 for 1,
plant,
but
but
now
the
the
oh,
ping.
okay, that's why they
Long
plant
last
against this
defensive
wall
here
because
from
the
Medusa has
Viper
had
all
this for quite
reaches
some
and they have
time.
a oh
And they've been
man.
pinged. Does this allow for the flank all the
Oh
way around
man.
from that?
Def with the reveals now.
It's going to be an absolute spam fest. And the Viper is in a cubby where he can keep the ult up.
Straight damage that he can get. So far, not much going to be found. Sessa dropped. Izu coming up with a kill. Beams still going across the dragon from Neth. Finds himself 2 kills. It's all on Saya player. He's got an up in hand. No more ult charge. Sends out the shot. Swinging a ring around the room.
Holy hell, they actually did it. They actually did it. And it was very impressive, man. Very impressive.
Finally rewarded.
Dude, what a best of 3 this was.